Hello, friends. This is going to be my 2022 top 9 of your favorite Instagram photos. And I'm also going to tell you the stories behind each one, as I say. These are going to be from least liked to most liked. So the first photo I want to talk about is the potato truck. It's kind of similar to the Wienermobile or the LL Bean Bootmobile. Basically, this giant potato that's on a truck. And they stopped in Bowling Green during their tour, and I went there 3 times to take photos of the truck. And it was crappy weather, it was raining, I flew in the rain, in fact. But finally, the 3rd time I went, it was actually nice out, and I got a good sunset after rain. It was gorgeous. And I shared the photos, and I know Potatoes saw it, and they liked it, and I actually ended up becoming friends with some of the crew, and they gave me a swag bag. The next one is, Starships. You've seen a lot of Starship robot photos on my Instagram this year. And they're actually these little robots that deliver food, and they deliver it to a certain radius in Bowling Green. Bowling Green is one of few locations in the U.S. that actually has these robots. They're for Bowling Green State University, of course. So when I'm out and about, I'll take photos of them, and the one in this photo was actually in an alleyway between Beckett's Burgers and Juniper Brewing Company, downtown BG. Next one was the downtown BG sunrise. I took this one morning on my way into work because I thought the sun was rising directly down the road. But when I parked and got out of the car, I realized that it wasn't, but it still had a really cool effect. Photos are always very pleasing, especially when the light source or the sun is behind your subject rather than in front. So I took a photo. It kind of reminded me of that Chicago event when the sun sets or rises right down the road, and it's a huge thing. A bunch of people flood the streets in Chicago to see it. Alright, this one is from Posey Lake in Michigan. It's kind of out in the middle of nowhere, but this was during a little trip that my good friend Anthony Wright, my wife Marissa, and I went up there. Anthony's parents had or have a cottage up there, and we decided to go up there one day and fly our drones around and get some photos. And this is a little island that was in the lake. The photo is actually a stitch of probably at least 10 photos. I stitched them together to make one photo, and it looked kind of cool. I thought someone actually in the comments mentioned that it looked like those little things you see under microscopes in like science class. So that's kind of funny. A giant duck. Kind of like the potato truck, this duck travels all over the country. They do different events. It is a giant inflatable duck. And this was actually from Festival of Sales or Fest of Sales. It was in Sandusky, Ohio this year, and they brought the duck. And of course, it's something kind of weird and quirky. I had to travel and take a photo of it. So that's what that is. And the duck is actually made from Inflatable Images, which is not a sponsored ad, but they actually make a lot of cool, different inflatable marketing pieces for various companies. So that's kind of cool. A lot of you liked this one. This was taken during a thunderstorm that rolled through Bowling Green, and it was very heavy on lightning. There was a lot of lightning during the storm, but the cool thing was actually cloud to cloud, so I felt very safe being outside and taking photos of it. But it was very frequent, and it's not often we get a storm like that has a lot of frequent cloud to cloud lightning. I stood outside for, I don't even know, like a half hour maybe, just shooting away, hoping to get a good shot, so I was really proud of how that one turned out. Alright, here is another one from Starships. This we actually took during a walk. We were walking with one of our friends that was about to move to Florida. We were walking around campus one evening, and of course I saw robots and I had my camera on me, so I was chasing them. So I took a few photos. We actually came across where Starship's general hub is, where they keep all of the robots and they charge them up and things like that. And this was just outside that. They were all lined up. They all had their lights on. It looked so cool, so I snapped this photo. And actually, I think this photo was one of the photos that I actually ended up connecting with one of the reps from Starships. We actually had a mutual friend, and he's actually from the Bowling Green area, so I thought that was super cool that we connected. Alright, second to last one is from the Waffle House. This was actually taken very recently. My wife and I went out to eat here. Right as we pulled up, we noticed that they had these circular lights in Waffle House, and somebody gave them eyes and nose and mouth and made them look like a snowman. And it was such a simple decoration, but it was just the coolest thing, and I knew I had to take a photo of it. So I set my phone up kind of awkwardly in the restaurant. There was like no one there, and I took some photos, and the waitress actually came and was interacting with us, and she noticed I was taking a photo, and I was hoping she stayed right where she was because the photo was good, but she actually leaned back in effort to get out of the shot, which I was kind of sad about, but I think it still came out pretty cool. And our last photo, this one you guys really enjoyed. I call it the Volkswagen Kebab. This is actually at a pawn shop in Defiance, Ohio. They have all these Volkswagen Beetles stacked up, just as kind of a cool little lawn gem, I guess. Got out of the car, took some photos of it, some drone shots and stuff, but this shot ended up coming out the best. And then I actually went into the pawn shop afterwards, and it's like super cool. They have a lot of fun stuff. I actually want to go to pawn shops more often. Yeah, they actually saw it and they loved it, and you should go check them out on Facebook and Instagram. They have really cool social media. Alright, so that'll do it for your 9 favorite Instagram photos of 2022 of mine. Thanks for watching. Thanks for all your support and love on my feed, and enjoy your new year. This is my take it lightning photography right here. Just gotta wait, snap.